Welcome to TYT Sports RotoWire. I'm Heather Ankeny with Chris Liss and Ben Mankiewicz, and a lot of athletes this week wearing their "I Can't Breathe" T-shirts.
Yeah, I love it. That's great, and I like to. There's Johnson Batamosi from the Browns. I think we have Melvin Ingram from the Chargers. Also, Reggie Bush did it on Sunday that we already talked about on TYT Sports.
Last night,
Derrick Rose did as well. I think earlier. I think he may have started the trend, or at least he got a lot of. There's LeBron. Is that LeBron James?
That is LeBron James.
I love it, Jason. Yeah, that's LeBron. I know it's LeBron James. And I like that so far, nothing from the leagues. Nothing, the NFL has been always really rigid about what you wear, not just during the games, but when you're out on the field before games. And so far, they've been silent on this, letting players choose to express themselves, and I think that's great. I hope that we don't get a guy who puts on a T-shirt that says "Obey the cops," because that's going to get.
Could you imagine?
Then the NFL's going to.
I defend that. Like I disagree with that. No, but it's just right.
Of course, I just hope it doesn't happen.
I think
and then if it does, and it starts getting ugly, then the NFL will be like, "Hey, no T-shirts, no slogans."
Yeah, but maybe. But it's like just because you work, you hopefully you work for an organization that doesn't suppress your right to express political beliefs, right? Mm-hmm. Especially if you're a prominent person that people pay attention to.
That's right.
Unlike us, like a professional athlete that has like millions of people who follow him on Twitter and all that stuff. Like, you should be to work for an organization where you're simply not allowed to have any sort of political voices. That's like, that's pretty bad. I think, especially when it's not really. You're a sports guy. You're not like, it's not like you're.
There's something particular about this. There's something particular because this is a situation and this is a crisis in America affecting young black men almost exclusively. So the fact that the highest profile young black men in the country are professional athletes, it really means something. It's more than just wearing a McCain T-shirt or an Obama T-shirt. Right. And that's why I think the league has to react to it and treat it differently. It's a social issue that we are dealing with and facing now, and to have, again, the sort of the most prominent men who are in that group stand up for something, I think it's great. But I'm with you. I mean, you couldn't then stop some offensive lineman or a quarterback or anybody or a wide receiver from wearing, "Obey the cops."
As distasteful as you might think that is.
Although that would unquestionably be confrontational. Like that's a confrontational T-shirt to wear in light of the other ones. Like you should, at the moment, look, because, you and I believe that the voice needs to be had by the powerless and not the powerful. Like the cops don't need somebody to wear a T-shirt for them. They're in charge. They win. They always win.
But there's people who disagree with you on that.
I know
people think they're being persecuted. Now, when one guy's dead and the other guy's not even being charged, to me, that's like...
It's hard to argue who's the loser.
Exactly,
who got the raw end of that deal.
I think people forget that. But people would argue with you that, like, some of the guys, it's not fair. But
so I would only say to that, I would say that's totally true. And I would say the classy thing to do, if you're of that mindset, just let the moment pass.
Right.
Like, don't confront, let it pass.
Yeah, I mean, based on the facts of that case.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Adam Silver, as you can see right here, who tweeted that out?
Oh, Adrian... I never know how to say his name.
Wojnarowski,
who's a terrific NBA writer for Yahoo. I Can't Breathe T-shirts. Adam Silver tells you I respect Eric. So, I mean, that's,
But the next one is unimportant. But my preference would be for players to abide by our on-court attire rules.
That's a perfect way to say it. Like that's my preference, but I'm saying, but I'm not standing on it.
Yeah.
And it started with that he respects it. So
The leagues though, honestly, I mean, it's just, they know they can't go there. If the league bans that shirt, that's just bad business move. They know. I mean, I don't try anything the leagues do. I don't really give them any credit, or it's all based on, to me, like calculated whatever. I mean, the players, I think,
yeah, sure, Chris, but they've made the wrong calculus at other times. So I was surprised that the NFL hasn't done anything yet. I'm surprised the NFL, especially the handwritten T-shirts. You know, they have never.
They did though a while back. The handwritten T-shirts. Someone flashed one in the end zone. I don't remember who it was, and got a massive fine. I think it had something to do with another player that he was currently playing against on that team.
Right. It was not a political statement. It was personal.
It was a personal statement.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think that's
but
right.
they said you cannot have your handwritten things in the end zone or
right. So
whatever.
that's why I'm finding their silence on this.
To me, it's a little surpurprising. Yeah.
That's right. I agree.
All right.